All right, we here MTV News, DefJam30, Fabolous.
Yeah.
We in Brooklyn, Barclays Center, man. How's it feel?
It's only right. It just feels only right. It feels comfortable. It feels like I'm in my living room. You know what I'm saying? So Brooklyn is just coming out there and just seeing, I see some of my friends in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a good feeling, man. It's always good to return where you from and be able to perform for them and get that love, that hometown love. It's definitely a blessing.
And it's DefJam30. I mean, you damn near been on the label almost 15 years, almost like half the existence.
I actually only been on it for a couple years.
Oh, because you started at a lecture.
I started at a lecture.
That's right.
I went over to Atlantic, and then I came over to Def Jam. So, when I came over to Def Jam, I already knew its history and the legacy behind it. So, it was even though I kind of wasn't originally signed there, it still was a great moment for me because I knew what their history was. I knew, the guys that I started listening to hip hop from, the LL Cool J's and Beastie Boys. Those guys are some of the first rappers I heard, and they were signed to this label. So I knew it was a big accomplishment for me, even just being there. What I mean?
What was your favorite maybe Def Jam album, man, from back in the day?
Wow, man, there's so many, man. It's
hard.
LL had a couple joints, wow. Ja even had some dope albums on there, man. DMX. Jay-Z.
Too many.
Like how I'ma say out of those last two, X and J, you know what I'm saying? Like how can you, you know what I mean? Red and Meth. Had a dope album. So it's so many dope albums, man. It's classics on there, man.
There's a lot of classics, man.
Foxy.
You seen Fox? First of all,
Fox
from St. Mark, so I think Fox just walked here.
Fox might have really, Fox Riley might have hopped in the Uber over here. Like she might have, just because she didn't want to walk in the hills, she might have took an Uber and it probably was like $4 or something, because she's definitely, this is her stomping ground. So it was good to see Fox in her hometown as well.
For a show like tonight, how do you decide what to perform? I mean, you got so much catalog, so many hits. How do you decide with that set list? I know it's maybe a shorter set than you're used to. So how do you cram all that in?
Tonight's show only was a short set, but I try to spread it around. I try to get some for the ladies. I'm one of the guys who got a catalog that can spread out in different ranges. So I'll get a lady some, I'll get a street some. You know what I mean? I'll turn up for a little bit. You know what I mean? And even give them some lyrical stuff, man. Some dope, some soul tape in there, like some mixtape stuff, album stuff. Throwback classic stuff. So I was able to sprinkle a little bit. I think I went over time a little bit, but I was able to touch, ain't nobody say nothing to me.
Who gonna tell you no?
Yeah. Now, not in Brooklyn.
Now listen, man, I mean, I know you get this question all the time. The new album, Loso's Way 2. It's been 5 years since we got an album. To your credit, we've gotten the soul tapes, and we've gotten the There's No Competition tapes. There's been material, there's been mixtapes.
Act like I didn't give them 3-4 mixtapes in between that time. I understand it wasn't an album per se, but I did give you bodies of work in between times. And every year that I didn't put out an album, I said, all right, I'm going to give, that's on my fault that I don't give you an album, I'm going to give you a free mixtape. And, but I'm still working on Loso's Way 2. Within working on Loso's Way 2, I developed another project. So I'm gonna try to put out this project before the year ends. It might go straight to iTunes or something, but I want to put out this project, and it's gonna be called the Young OG Project.
Clark Kent already spilled the beans.
He spilled the beans a little bit.
You look real surprised when Clark Kent.
We had a conversation off air, and he just came, but
Clark, you wrong
Clark
for that.
is my dude. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't even know I never announced it yet. So he thought I was just telling him about it off air, so he brought it back up. But I'm working on that. That's pretty much done, man. And I don't want to give all of it away yet because I'm still trying to see if we're gonna get it out before the year's end. But it's pretty much done. And then I'll have Loso's Way 2 right back after that, maybe 6 to 7 months after that. So you'll get 2 albums. Since it's been taking me a little long, you'll get 2 albums back to back.
Okay, so we making up for lost time.
Making up for lost time.
Boom. Talk about too your development as an artist, but as an exec also, man. I know you always kind of keep an eye on the young talent. You did the Schmurder joint tonight and show love to the young guys. Are there any new artists that you're looking at? I mean, what's the label situation and the business situation like for you?
It's a couple guys I've been working with, internally, and just trying to build them as well. A lot of the times that I'm away, you see that, the album isn't here, but I'm still giving you music. I'm still on remixes. I'm still, doing my thing. But I was also low-key getting my business and branding right, so that when I do come with the music, I have a couple things going. In this generation, you gotta have a few things working for you, man. You know, even guys who are doing reality, that's their lane now to do reality, but you gotta have something else, you know, working, because it's not just music anymore, and it's so much digital and social media that you gotta have a couple different avenues, man. So I've been working on that, really, really key. You know, about to launch a merch line, about to launch a clothing line, new management, all kind of things have been brewing up underneath it, and you know, just did the Rockaware campaign.
Right.
You know, just couple different business moves that I've been working on, man. And soon as the music is coming, you're gonna start seeing all that stuff in your face as well.
Right. Okay, and then finally too, I mean, you got the joint Cuffin' Season, which you performed tonight, went over well. The remix with 50, Summer Jam, killed it. That's a very important record, because right now the weather's getting a little cold, it's getting a little brisk outside. Cuffin' Season's coming back around.
Look at E. This is another Def Jam legend right there.
OG.
Def Jam legend.
Cuffin' Season's coming
Eric
back
Sermon.
around. Give us a tip. Summer's over. You might want to slide back into.
I don't know, man. The Cuffin' Season might have been a little pushback. It might be a little bit delayed. The Ebola season is out here. Is real. So, you know, we might have to, you know, I don't know if I want to touch no ladies really like yet. And these ladies be traveling a little bit. You gotta, you know, you gotta push the Cuffin' Season back a month or two or something. Like let the vaccine settle in, and then, you know, then we see about Cuffin'.
So you heard it here first. Cuffin' Season is officially on pause.
On the Cuffin' Season. I'm gonna say it first. Obama will probably let you know in another day or so. But hold back on your Cuffin' Season. It's Ebola season, and we'll get back to Cuffin' Season after.
And there you have it.